Hello, hello. What's going on, fam? What's cracking? Hey, hey, hey. What's poppin', y'all? How are you today? We are winding down. What's going on, everyone? How are you? Hey, Gretchen. What's going on? Today's gonna be short. It's gonna be short. Let me see. How are you guys? This beautiful Saturday evening. It was snowing out here today. Let's see. Hey, hey. Hey. What's cracking? I love this microphone. It gives me all the feels. It was snowing out here. It was raining when I woke up. And then snowing, raining and then hailing, very light hail, but hailing. And then the hail turned into snow. Luckily, it was warm enough that as soon as the snow landed, it melted, but still just an ugly day. On yesterday it was drizzling, but it was 61 degrees. How do we go from 61 degrees to like 30? And hail and snow. Mr. Paul Duncan, Mr. Master Moderator, I appreciate you. Gigi says it's doing all the weather here as well. Yeah, like why? Why? Snowing in Georgia? Listen, this makes me a little bit worried for climate change. I'm like, do we need to have more conversations about this? A little concerned. I don't know. But, let's get it cracking. Let's get it cracking. 3, 2, 1, and scene. 94 days to go. We are 6 days in on the 100 days of live streaming challenge. Let us get it. Let us get it. What's cracking, fam? Thank you for coming through and being dedicated. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Hey, girl. Hey. Angie says, how? That's global warming. Right. Like, that's what I'm saying. We need to have a whole, conversation about this. It's worrisome. Anyway, we are past conversations on this issue. I know. But I was a little worried in the car when I got out today. Also, rainy days aren't ugly. They're my fave. No. And why? How are you my girlfriend? How? No, I hate rainy days. I mean, it's cool if we're in each other's company, right? Like if you got a boo and you want to be cuddled up and stuff, then okay. I guess rainy days are all right. But if you don't got a boo, like, babe, I got you, but I don't have no one right now. And you have the kids and you have both dogs. Listen, See, Angie is talking about rainy days are her favorite because she gets to be in her sweatpants and her big hoodie and, she gets to cuddle under the covers. But Angie has not one, but 2 dogs. So she gets to cuddle lovey, furry puppies. She has her babies, that one of which is just like the most amazing cuddle monster, her youngest. And then, the kids, and then that's it. And then me, here I am by myself. Who am I cuddling with on this rainy day? No one. So no, I don't like rainy days. I want to be outside cycling and enjoying the sun and getting my beautiful tan back. We're going to be short today. Oh, I didn't do it. I didn't put it on, but I'm putting it on right now. And that's overestimating, okay? So I'm going to overestimate, and that's okay. because we're just going to talk about a recap. We are going to talk about, you know what, Carlos? That's how I feel about that. We're going to just recap the week, talk a little bit about the week ahead, and then we're going to call it a wrap. Tomorrow, I'll spend a little bit more time, you know, our usual live stream and stuff. So I will spend a little bit more time. I have to go to Target. So today, I thought today I was going to take it easy. And I decided to undertake a project. I got a new TV mounted and installed, and the cables were driving me crazy right under. I have exposed brick, so there's not much that you... Oh my God, that was hilarious, Carlos. Oh my goodness. Not even turn that timer off. It was the turn that stupid timer off. Oh my God. That was golden. I appreciate you, but you're going to believe me because today we are going to do it. We're going to be done by the time this is over. Paul says, I love how your 30 minutes is 40 minutes because I need to make, first of all, that's Puerto Rican time. And I need to just make sure that I give a cushion, a grace period. Okay. A grace period is what that is. Yes, plus. Back to suggestions. You know what, y'all? So back to my project. I have exposed brick, and there's not really much you can do with it. There's a possibility that you can route the wires behind the brick, but that requires really taking apart a couple of bricks, right? So you're either going to destroy a handful of bricks, or you're going to like take the mortar out and remove one brick altogether to get it through the top. Like, it's a big undertaking, one that I wouldn't do on my own. So then that means I would have to hire someone. So then that means I would really need to hire someone that I absolutely trust, because that's in my living room, right? Like, it's like there can't be no mess ups there. So I was trying not to go that route, although that would have been probably the most beautiful route. Maybe if I had planned on being here longer, I would invest. But I eventually plan on turning this into a rental property. I've given myself 5 years. We are coming up on the first year, so that means I have 4 more years. My stretch goal to get my next property is actually 3 years, which then that puts us at 2 more years from today, right? So from 2 to 4 more years, I plan on purchasing my second property and turning this into an investment property. So I said I'm not going to pay too much, because my next property, I would hope that that's going to be my primary for a much longer time frame. So then you guys know that there's the cable concealer plastic molding, and I have that upstairs. I have that. I helped Angie put it up on her house. I'm going to put some on a corner over here. So it's not that I don't believe in it, but now when you're talking about beautiful red exposed brick, to have that plastic molding, I'm like, yeah, it takes away from the aesthetic. So I'd been doing a lot of research, and so my stairs are like a black galvanized metal material, and it's like a matte black. So I was like, all right, cool. I was looking on Pinterest and stuff like that, and I saw some options for galvanized housing. And I was like, all right, I can do some like electrical conduit. And I used to work in electrical, and I almost wanted to call Evie this morning because I was out already at like 10 o'clock. And I was like, well, if I FaceTime Evie, that's 7 a.m. her time. She's going to kill me, because I needed some electrical advice. But then I went to Lowe's. I walked. And I bought some things. I basically made my own extension cord, and I'll post I'm doing some shorts on it. So you guys will see the shorts once I have it up and running. But I say all of that project, which Angie tells me, babe, do you think that you'll be able to get this done today? I told Angie, oh yeah, the cable will take me 10 minutes. And then once I do create my own extension cable, that's what I said will take me 10 minutes. Once I'm done at creating my extension cable, the rest with the cable management and everything else, I should be able to do it in under an hour. I left my house at 10 o'clock. I just finished. At 6:30 when I was on the phone with Paul. That was a whole day project. Now, I did send Evie and Paul, and I FaceTime Angie. I did send them pictures, so they have looked at what it looks like, and they all gave me accolades and compliments. So it was that I took my time because I made sure that it looked like a professional did it. However, I wasn't expecting the time frame. So let's see, what are you guys talking about? Gretchen says, no visiting the Pacific Northwest from November through March if raining days are an issue. Angie would love it. But then you see, I can't come for cycling those days. Thank you. So when I plan my cycling trip, it will not be around that time. My grace period was my countdown timer. Right, yesterday, exactly. I only get tan if my freckles on my fault. I only get tan if my freckles multiply and blend. Yes, we have a timer again. Whatever. Leave me alone. Because we have 35 more minutes. That's it. If that 5 years works like her 30 minutes, it'll be 20. You know what? My phone doesn't ring that early. Listen, I hear you, sister, because I put my phone on Do Not Disturb, and I do not take it off of Do Not Disturb until I am up and through my first cup of coffee. So I can be up and walking around, but if I have not completed my first cup of coffee, Do Not Disturb is not coming off. So, yes, I really said that. What? You guys, you know what? Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. It means a lot from the community to say that I did good. Yes, the delusion of plans, because and Angie must have known, because she was like, babe, how long do you think that project is going to take? And then she just stood quiet when I was like, in like an hour, she was like, oh, okay. And then it was just silence. She probably knew what was going to happen. She's seen my projects. She's seen how long my projects take. So she was probably like, yeah, I'm just going to let her believe that one. And I'm still not technically done. I have to mount my Xbox behind the wall. I have to go get a longer coax cable. And then I was showing Evie, I have rear wireless speakers, and I have to conceal the wires through the wall and drop them on the bottom. So that'll be probably my whole Sunday tomorrow. And you love the way how I say coffee. I need my first cup of coffee in the morning because yes. So how are you guys? Really, no, it is probably going to be less than 30 to 35 minutes because I'm like, so I have to go get creamer. That's why I started telling you guys about my project, because I don't have any coffee, ground beans or ground coffee. I have no coffee for tomorrow. That's a problem. I have no creamer for tomorrow. So there's no way that I'm waking up and going to go get that stuff even before I have my first cup of coffee. So it is 7:14 here. Target, I think, closes at 9 or 10 o'clock. So I'm going to go pick up a coupler to extend the coax cable that I currently have. I'm going to go pick up coffee. I need paper towels. I need creamer, and then any other stuff. So I can make sure that tomorrow I can wake up and my coffee is great. Evie says, this girl is getting ready for her first social media marketing world dinner getting together tonight. I know. You guys are going to have such a good time. I'm like, I can't wait to see pictures. I can't wait to see, hear the stories and stuff like that. You guys are going to have a really good time. And we're just out here in these streets in our homes. And we'll live vicariously through you guys. So Paul says, did you eat your pizza last night? How much chocolate is left? Oh my God. So I haven't touched my chocolate. And Angie said the same thing. Angie was like, babe, you didn't touch your chocolate. You're not really PMSing. No. So the chocolate both chocolate bars are still intact. I didn't touch it. And that's because I was too busy being distracted today with my project. And I did. Last night I went and I ordered meatballs. So I had one meatball and I had a couple of slices because there was like a small, personal pan, and they came in like little squares, and it's thin crust. Oh my God, that pizza's so good. So anyway, hey, champion, what is going on? I appreciate you. Yes, 94 days to go. Today is day 6. I am excited. I'm very excited. So yeah, say hi to all of them for us. Tell them that we were all talking about it in my stream and can't wait. Just got milk to ensure you get coffee tomorrow morning. Your Instagram is going to go crazy. You inhaled your chocolate earlier. Yeah. Right. You're 100% why. You know why? So I moved it. I fixed it. That's the little cabinet back there. I have to bring the phone down and I have to connect it. So I was going through the activation process and they're like, now connect your phone to the dock. And I'm like, oh my God. So I will do that. You will get the code. I will do it. And yes, I got you. You wish you could be distracted from chocolate. Yeah, I don't. But tonight, it'll be gone by tomorrow's live stream for sure, for sure. And then I'm making triple chocolate brownies with the grandkids. Oh, with almonds or without. So let's talk about this. Are you guys brownies with almonds or brownies without almonds? I am a brownies without almonds kind of girl, and I want the edges. Give me the edges where the hard just gets a little, the corner gets a little bit. I want the edges, and I need almonds. Let me know. Angie said that she was making, babe, what kind of, you didn't even take, she was baking cakes with the kids today. I didn't get any pictures. Whatever. So Angie, let me know without, come on, Paul. We're supposed to be good friends. Come on, Paul. I don't know how I'm feeling about you right now. I'm a little upset. Let me move this over. Well, whatever. No almonds. Come on, guys. Really? Am I the only weirdo? Like, that's not nice. Oh, it's locked. That's why I was trying to make this smaller. Can't make it smaller. I'm moving around. Edges all day, though. Walnuts. Oh, that's what I meant. It's not almonds. Okay, you guys can yell at me. It's not almonds. What I meant was walnuts. Clearly, I am not a baker. But Thank you. And whoever you are, Facebook user, if this is Chris Gloss, because I know that the other post said champion, come on through to YouTube, Chris. You know the deal. The only India Delgado on YouTube. So come through. And Angie realized, I think it's walnuts. You see that ... That's Angie throwing me shades. That's her shade. That's her repeating it, saying, I think it's walnuts ... Brownies and Okay. Guys, did you see how confident I was? Listen, you know I'm a salesperson in real life. I was all the way confident with the almonds. Couldn't nobody tell me nothing. I was like, yeah, almonds. With that is the salesperson in me. But yes, I was wrong. And so, okay, so let's ask the question. No wonder people were like, no, without brownies with walnuts. That is what I must have. Oh no, that's so unfortunate, Gigi. I'll have your share though. It's okay. Don't worry about it. You got a friend in me, because I'll take your brownies. Was cracking. How you doing today, K-Walk? K-Walk, you see we have a countdown timer because we are going to end the stream today in under the next 27 minutes. I intentionally didn't plan anything. I didn't bring my iPad downstairs. I don't have nothing. This is why we're talking about brownies, because I'm just trying to extend it just a little bit. But we are checking in on a Saturday night. Hey, aren't you doing the stuff with your brother? Well, I changed my time. So now the stuff with your brother, is it in an hour? Is that 8 p.m.? Or is it now? Let me know. It is Chris. Yes, Chris. Chris, come on through. Yes. Let me see. Let me just go back. I'm all about the inside. My wife likes the crust. Yeah, man, the crust. Hello. Why do I always leave the streams hungry? Because I am a foodie. You can also thank my dad for that. My dad, every week that he got paid on Fridays, we had to make sure that we were dressed and ready to go. He would come home from work. He would shower and change, and then he would take us out to eat. And wherever it was, sometimes it was like, quick fast food. Sometimes it was like fast food chains like Applebee's. And then there were other times. I remember he was working in Long Island and he would take us to Lynbrook. And there was this Italian restaurant that we went to in Lynbrook. And that's when I first tried chicken marsala and I fell in love. My mouth just watered. Fell in love. And that is my favorite Italian dish, chicken marsala. Oh. So I'm a foodie. We can talk about all the things food. And Philadelphia has so many food places. That's why another reason why I need to cycle and burn cardio, because man, Angie, you made galaxy cupcakes. I didn't get no pictures or anything. So I guess there were none for me. That's what that means. You and the dogs and the kids and whatever. Gretchen says, without the 4-year-old was measuring and the 9-year-old mixing fun after my granddaughter was my co-host on. Oh, that's so fun. That's so cool. Walnuts on the side. All right. I appreciate you. Who knows? Americana threw all kinds of stuff in their Americans throw all kinds of stuff in their brownies. That's true. There you go. You found a party. And just for you, champion, what's cracking today? How are you, Mr. Chris Gloss? And like we said before, I am 94 days to go. I am 6 days in. So thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. You do be mad confident. You put your nose in it. So just earlier today, you know how there's like sayings, whatever they're called, the catchphrase things. And Angie was dying. She was laughing so much at me. And so this is the insider joke. You're putting your nose on it, because we were talking about intuition. And I was saying that there was something that I couldn't quite put my nose on. And Angie, we FaceTime all the time. That's how we talk. And so Angie looked at me. I said it like 3 times, but again, I said it mad confident. I was like, listen, you know, my intuition, I know that there's something up with that, but I can't quite put my nose on it. Blah, 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 blah. And, you know, I really need to, because I keep trying to think about it. And I don't know. I could never put my nose on it. She died laughing. And she was like, babe, do you mean you can't put your finger on it? And I just stopped. I was like, yeah, that's what I mean. So she's now probably laughing because I stay messing stuff up, and I say it with confidence. Okay? With confidence. All right, cool. Well, thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. Batman. He forced me to see my first in theater movie since the pandemic. Yeah, I don't know. I'm with you with that. I don't know if I would want to go. Me and Angie spoke about maybe doing like a date night at the movie theaters, and we're both like, But how was that? So I love Batman. Love Batman. I had an Acura before my current car, and I called the Acura the Dark Knight. I love Batman. So tell me how it is, because I've heard one of my Facebook friends said that it was like the best Batman movie of all time. And so now it's like, I want to see it. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. Come visit, bring Angie. We can go explore a little. Yes. You don't got to say that twice. Yes, I am all for come to San Francisco for chocolate and sourdough and expensive gas. So I've been to San Francisco once, and Angie and I did consider going there. We will go eventually one of these years. We want to go for Pride. I fell in love with San Francisco. So I love being by the water. I love Philly because Philly, we have the Schuylkill River. And so like there's the cycling trail is right along the Schuylkill River. So of course, anything with water, this is the Cancer in me, I absolutely love. And when I went to San Francisco, the marina and stuff like that, it was speaking my language. And what was so cool was seeing like the seals and whatever other walruses. I don't know if it's walruses. Don't judge me. Manatees. I don't know. The water life. But yes. India-isms, write them down. I had a best listen, Gretchen, for real. And that earlier today, Angie was just dying, and I was like, all right, the joke is over. Haha. Yeah, I put my nose on it. I actually brought it up today. I call my Prius the Catmobile. That is adorable. I love that. I absolutely love that. Got the sleeper couch ready, comfy as AF. That's what I'll say. Oh my God. Listen, we can look at some flights. I'm going to talk to Angie after the stream, Evie. We going to do something. San Francisco is my favorite city. I miss it. Schuylkill River. Is that the nickname? The Schuylkill River? First of all, I don't even know if I'm saying it right. That's like one of the things with me in Philly, that there's like some of these words and I'm like, how do you say it? So my street is Agate Street, but it's Agate. So I'm like, it's a gate street. And then you talk to Philly people, and Philly people are like, no, you live on Agate Street. And I'm like, no, it's a gate. So the Schuylkill River, but that's funny, Schuylkill River. Now that's never going to come out of my head, especially with how like what's happening with the crime rates and all of that stuff in Philadelphia. Listen, I'm not safe, y'all. Check in on me. Thank God I have this 100 days of streaming, because for real, it'd be bad. Hey, Todd, Christmas clatter. How are you? I need to get like a special sound effect or something just for you when you come on, and like have them jingle bells. Well, no, that's for the holidays. But yes. How are you today? What's cracking? Never say aluminum. So that's a fight, right? Because supposedly it's aluminium. It's not aluminum. It's aluminium. But whatever. Agate. Come on, Gretchen, why you gotta be on that Philadelphia bandwagon? And so the only thing I'm gonna say, Is that because you said that it's a rock? And that's true. My sister bought me one of a small little, stone, an agate stone that I have above my door as a gift because of the street that I live on. But I don't know. I just want to say a gate. It's not a gate. Anyway. Mr. Camera Junkie Luis. Que lo que? What's going on, brother? How are you? Thank you for coming through. Yeah. What's popping? All right, guys. So let's talk about, thank you, that. It's aluminum. Aluminium? Which one? Aluminum. That's what I normally say. I probably still, like, naturally, if I'm talking about it, I probably just, as I'm talking, just be like, yeah, something, blah, blah, blah. It's aluminum. I wouldn't say aluminium. But apparently, I think it was like Doc pronounced it aluminium, and then someone else on a stream, because some of the parts that Apple uses, it's aluminium. Whatever. I'm just messing. You're pronouncing it right. You just have to put an R in your water. It's water. Right. Yeah, I know. So let's talk about the week because we have 18 minutes. Can I do this? No, I can do this. This. I got to figure this out. I don't know if I like this. All right, I'll figure out the placement. But we have 18 minutes to go because I am ending this stream within the next 18 minutes. So I want to talk about what my week was like. When I was talking about this last week, Sunday, and I was talking about, starting the 100 days of live streaming, one of the things that we talked about as a community was why put something off for tomorrow that you can do today. Because I was trying to look at the calendar and I was like, well, do I start like on an even number? Do I start on the 10th? Do I start on the 15th or something like that? And then it was like, you know what? Why procrastinate? Like what is it? So I decided to start it after my Sunday stream, which was Monday, March 6th, I think it was, right? And so I started on the craziest week. I had, normally my evenings are free, completely free. The only thing that Angie and I have put on our evening calendars is to get together with the mindset to do stuff for our podcast that we have slacked off a little bit on and we're going to get back to. But that was the only thing I've had on my calendars. And this week, I had 2 back-to-back QRT cycling club calls, which we never do. So then there was that. Then I started doing the 100 days of live streaming. And then I had a coaching client that I was assisting with, and I was helping her twice this week. So there were days this week that I had the QRT cycling call, the 100 days of live streaming, and then right after that, I ended the 100 days of live streaming, and I literally just ended the live stream and I opened up Zoom and started my coaching session immediately afterwards. I love my sleep. I need 8 hours of sleep. Some of you guys may know that already. I get really cranky. I go to sleep early. Like I'm in the bed by like 11 o'clock. I take midday naps. Sleep is very precious to me. I will be a crazy lady if I don't get enough sleep. Last week, I was going to sleep like at 1 o'clock in the morning. And I was waking up earlier, so I have flexibility. I get to work from home, so I don't technically have to start my day or be back down here in the office until 9 o'clock, which then allows for me to sleep in later. But I am a fairly early riser, even without having to be in the office by 9. I can get up. I'll get up between 6:15 and 6:30 because I like having a morning routine. So I do have my coffee. I like to journal in the morning. I practice gratitude. Sometimes I'll listen to a Joel Osteen podcast. I may like sit and pray for a little bit. I have an actual routine in the mornings. And because of how long that takes me between journaling and the meditation and gratefulness and stuff like that, it takes me. And then I shower because I do shower every day and I get dressed for work. Even if I wear sweatpants or shorts, I wear a nice shirt. I'll iron my clothes so I can feel like I'm getting ready for something. So that whole routine will take me between 6:15, 6:30 to 9 o'clock in the morning. I didn't do any of that routine in the mornings. I was going to sleep at 1 o'clock. I was like, the way I described it, and I was telling Lewis when we spoke after our call, our live stream this week, was that I was like, listen, my mind is not tired. So my mind felt rested. But my body was tired. And you see, I kept going because look at the stream we had yesterday. I was like putting the stuff together and I was very excited. Today I was building stuff. So I've been waking up, like today I woke up like at 8:30 or something. I woke up on my own. I rolled over. It got bright enough in the room. And I was like, well, I guess I can't sleep anymore. And then I immediately, got to work and stuff like that. But this week was a very crazy week to start off on. I'm kind of glad because it being the first week, I could have just as easily said, RK3, what are you doing? Why are you? Hi, RK3. So RK3 came in with his personal account, and then he switched over to his business account. Who that? Yeah. What's poppin', big brother? How are you today? RK3 and he's coming through. Ooh, the weekend. You got one more day. You promised to give me some dates. So RK3 is going to give me some dates. He's going to be a guest on the stream within these next 94 days to go. And we're going to do some really, really good things together. We're going to talk about Ecamm Virtual Mic. There was a post in Ecamm today, and I know that he responded. So we're going to talk about what you want to use Ecamm Virtual Mic for. We're going to talk about Loopback, why you still would need Loopback as a tool in your toolbox, comparing the two, installing it, and then even go into Farrago, however you pronounce it, with sound effects and how he uses it. He gave me like a whole demo. It's amazing. So I am super, 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 super excited to have my brother on. And RK3 is also a cyclist. That's the wrong one. He's also a cyclist, and he is celebrating his 50th birthday this year, I believe. That's what it is. That's what we're celebrating, right? Your 50th birthday this year. And he wants to do, or he already has it planned, a century ride for his birthday. And yeah, we're going to get it. So I'll kill people if I don't get at least 7 hours. Right. It's true. Life is too short to do the things that you want to do tomorrow. All right, y'all. Let me see. I'm just going back here. That's like beta, beta, and beta. Yes. I know. Paul will message me when he thinks that if I'm up and the little green light, he's like, go to bed. That's the message that I get. Go to bed from Paul. My alarm clock is a fur ball dressed in a tux. That's Maestro. And so Angie now has the alarm clock. So what's good is that Tyler, because he's such an older dog, he's an old man now. Tyler is 12. Tyler sleeps in. Tyler, I'll leave him on the bed. He's gotten to that age that I leave him on the bed and I wake up and he just looks at me and goes straight back to sleep. And then I'll hear him whining. He'll wake up at around 7:30, 8 o'clock. He'll whine and then I go and I get him and bring him downstairs because he can't come down the stairs by himself. And I don't like him jumping off the bed on his own. So he's good with just calling out for me. But now with the new pup, Koa, Angie has had Koa, and Koa is like clockwork. She is up at 6 o'clock, 6:30, and will cry and is like, no, take me to the bathroom. So Angie has not been able, she was upset this morning. She wasn't able to sleep in because Koa and Tyler both were crying for them to go into the bed. So means you can handle anything and roll with it. So 100%. So that is, I'm glad that I started with it this week. Although the week was crazy, it helped for me to make sure that I really planned, right? And I figured out what my schedule was with the bank, what my schedule was with live streaming and with my extracurricular activities as a cyclist, and then with my coaching business, just helping out there and putting it all together, and then just preparing myself also mentally, right? That was another thing of, okay, you know that you have a crazy week coming up this week, or you have a crazy day coming up and you got 3 things back to back to back. Let's do it. Let's get ready for it. And also even with my partner, right, from Angie's perspective, keeping her informed, because she's used to having, she puts her kids to sleep at 7 o'clock. And then that's our, alone time. That's our quality time. We had no quality time. Every time I called her this week, when I was done for the evening, she was literally asleep. There was one night that I didn't call her at all. I just texted her and I said, I'm done. I don't want to wake you, because all of the nights before, she was just knocked out and I felt bad FaceTiming her. But setting that expectation of, look, this is what I have going on. This is what my day looks like. We're probably not going to be able to talk, or let's, make time during the day when the kids are in school. I'll pull back a little bit from the bank so we can spend some quality time. That was crucial. So, that was good for planning. RK3 is just confirming. So 50 this year. Pro tip, don't use virtual mic and loop back at the same time. Oh, man. Does it create an echo? I did that by accident the other day and created, yes, exactly. It created some sort of great loop echo. So that was my week. And see, look, we got 9 minutes to go. I am on track. I'm good. And I gave you a lot of fluff. We talked about brownies. We talked about my stuff upstairs. I was confident that you put almonds in brownies and it ended up being walnuts, right? Like lots of fluff. And we are now down to the wire. 9 minutes to go. We're going to end in 9 minutes. But the week I'm excited. The week I feel like was a great week to ramp me up. I'm looking forward to the next 93 days. Especially, I think that it's going to be even better because I already feel myself getting into a cadence. I already feel it. It's a part of my, it's a part of my schedule. So like I'll hang out between 6 and 6:45. I try to decompress and watch some TV upstairs. And I'm like, all right, I got to go downstairs. I got to make sure everything, my checks and balances, I'm ready to go. I'm excited for what I'm going to be planning. And I know that that's going to help me sharpen my skills. Right. So with some of the stuff that we spoke about yesterday or at some point this week, where I'm going to be using the live streams as my actual content, that's going to help me sharpen so many different skills because it's making sure that I stay on brand, also making sure that I'm engaging with my community, making sure that I deliver quality content, and then doing the back end work of like planning. What do I want to talk about? What are the specifics? What are the points that I need to hit? The description on YouTube, right? Like all of that work and doing it for 100 days in a row or the next 90, let's see, I'm going to start on Monday. So 93, the next 92 days after that. So I'm excited. That's a lot, but I'm excited for the challenge because it's just going to help me get better, create shortcuts, figure out what wording do I like, what style works for me. How do I deliver the content in a seamless way? The structure, I'm very, very excited. So the week was good. I'm happy with the way I broke down the first week with talking about gear. You guys helped me organize my life with my cables. So that was a win for me. Gained, what was interesting? I gained some new subscribers. I was talking to Robert about this yesterday. We had a Zoom. And so I gained a few new subscribers that I'm not sure. They're not a part of the eCam community. And they were in the chat in the community, that's great. But then I've also, on the back end, I've lost people. Listen, it is what it is. And it's not a lot. Like it's like 1 or 2. I think this week I lost like 2 people. And it's like, okay. And I know that other content creators like Doc has spoken about this. Diana has spoken about this, where it's like, sometimes it's good to let people unsubscribe because that's not your tribe. And that rhymed. But that's when you really start to like niche or narrow down your group, not niche, but narrow down your community. And that's what you want. You want the people who are going to be subscribed to you or that are going to come in, they're going to watch your channel, they're going to watch your content, they're going to give you feedback on the community tab, come in on the live streams and stuff like that. So I have seen people unsub. So it's so funny, like I grow and then I lose and then I grow and then I lose. So right now it's like teetering around the same 1,028 and 1031 subscribers because of that up, down, up, down. But that's what makes me even more excited. Because once I start with the structure that I'm going to have from Monday on, where I start doing SEO with my title and tag research and have a structure, then I'm going to even go back and do the chapter markers to break down. So we're going to do, like I said, next week, Monday coming up, we're going to be talking about Canva. The very first day with Canva is I'm going to show how I created my lower third. Right? So this is what I use for the bank. Boom. Look at that scene. Let me do that again. Hold on. So I have my business card, but that's regular. I did that in eCam. But this setup with the lower third, I did in Canva. And so using Canva to create professional style lower thirds, this is like, I be blowing minds when I do my Zoom classes and I present to people or I get on business calls for the bank. But we're going to talk about lower thirds, sizing, different things. And that's my headshot, my professional headshot. Bringing in a logo or a headshot and things like that. So that's what Monday's going to look like. But that's what I'm really excited for, even with growing my channel and growing my community, that once I really start to, yes, Paul, 5-minute warning. Yes. Thank you. The police is coming. I got it. Paul, stop it. But you know what's funny, Paul? Paul is telling me that I have proof lines on my business card. Let me just go back to it. First of all, the fact that it was all of 10 seconds or not even 10 seconds, I want you to know I still have, my head? Well, you can't, oh, there you are. Crop the proof lines off of the card in eCam. So I still have this. Listen, I still have a list of things that I need to do. So I want you to know that it's not that I've blown you off. I'm like, I'll get to this. Why push off something you can do today for tomorrow if you can do it today? Let me get back out of here. But that's what makes me most excited for my community, that as I sharpen my skills and as I really capitalize on this time that I'm investing and giving out to the community to see the community grow, whether it's with you guys or whether it's new people that are find the stream and find the content and, hopefully find the stuff that I'm giving to be valuable. So, all right, let me see. Paul and RK3 are talking. Gretchen says, listening to you charges me up. Keeping to time is always a challenge for me. Tonight I have a 55-minute for story and Canva lesson. Yikes, send good vibes. I will send you good vibes. I am praying for you because today we are staying on brand and we have 3 minutes to go. So it was a little bit over 30 minutes, but that was a grace period that I gave myself because I knew that was going to happen. RK3 says, I encourage people to unsubscribe sometimes. Ooh, that's good. Thank you. Reminding everyone to hit that like and subscribe button. And I do have call to actions just to make sure that I thank you guys myself personally in the stream. So let me just do all of this stuff there. I probably should have done it. You did a video about it, so I got to check out that video, RK3. That's interesting. There are some people in some streams, not here, that should unsubscribe. I wholeheartedly agree. And then K-Walk coming with a comment on the very end with 2 minutes ago. This you trying to push me? K-Walk says, will you work on specific things on specific days? Software on Mondays, gear on Tuesdays, mindset on Wednesdays. So the way I was going to do it from my head that I think is going to work the best, and that's a really good question, is that I was going to keep to whatever topic it is for the week. So next week, the topic is going to be based off of Canva. And of course, I know that it'll be like ebb and flows and I may go off a little bit, but the topic itself will be Canva and it'll just be like the major things, right? So like I said, creating an overlay, I'll talk to you guys. So this, creating a lower third, creating an overlay. I created this overlay and I couldn't quite find the one that I wanted because they actually don't have 100 days. This one was like 10 days or something like that. And so I did some work with like a block and an overlay and an additional thing. And so you like that clock ticking because I see that the clock is ticking. So we're going to end this. But I'm going to show like to think out the box that if you like something to kind of how can you work around it. And so that's the thought process of how I'm going to do it for right now. And I wrote down different things. And then the following week, we're going to talk about Rebrandly. We're going to talk about Calendly versus Fantastical, which also gives you your own site, your own meeting sites and things like that. So we are coming to a close. I'm down to my 30 seconds. I appreciate you guys. I will be back tomorrow, of course, with day 7 and 93 days to go. Thank you for coming through. Today we kept it. Paul says, thank you for joining today. Indy appreciates your support. We will see you tomorrow. Hint, hint. Okay. Theme weeks work nicely. I love Canva, especially with education. I'm using it for school and streaming. So K-Walk, I might hit you up to come through and talk. You moved from Rebrandly. Oh, let's talk about it. I'm gonna hit you up. So that's a good comparison. So I'll hit you up this week so we can follow up, because I'm doing Rebrandly in the following week. All right, my countdown timer is done. Yes, Kevin, and thank you for coming through. I appreciate you, but I am literally ended because my countdown timer just went off. So we are ending the stream, but thank you, Kevin. You always come through and show support. And even if you are here for 10 minutes, 10 seconds, I am appreciative that you actually clicked on my channel. That's what means the most. So I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I will catch you guys mañana with 93 days to go and day 7. All right, y'all. Have a good night. Peace. Let me put Paul's comment up as we go.